everyone. My name is Jasmine. I'm Keith's eldest granddaughter, and this is my beautiful wife, Mary. And unfortunately, we can't be there today in person because we actually live in Los Angeles, California. And due to COVID, we simply can't make it there today. But of course, if there were no COVID, we'd be there straight away. We'd be on the first flight out of here to get to see Grandad in person and wish him a happy birthday. But we are lucky that we can beam in with the power of technology to say hi to everyone and talk about Grandad a little bit.
Ever since Jasmine and I started dating almost 10 years ago, Gay and Keith completely welcomed me into the family. We used to have a very special weekly dinner date with them, which was such a lovely thing for them to do for us, and it was a great way to keep connected with them and keep up to date with everything that they were doing in their week, everything they were happy and excited about. And now one of the hardest things about being so far from home is that we don't get that in-person connection anymore, but we're so grateful for FaceTime and being able to still connect with them once a week and hear about everything that's going on. It's so special to us.
Yeah, I have been so fortunate to have a Grandad like Grandad Keith, to have a Grandad who was there for me from a very young age. And one of the words that Mary and I always talk about when we think of Grandad Keith is just that he's very present, mindful, in the moment. And that can't really be said about a lot of grandparents. A lot of grandfathers in particular can be very distant from their grandchildren. Sometimes they can be quite quiet or angry or even resentful at the world. And my Grandad is the complete opposite of that. And I think of Grandad, I just think of him truly valuing his life and truly loving life. And a great example of this is when we talk to Grandad every week in our FaceTime calls and we ask him how he's been. It's always really special, the kinds of things he tells us about. They'll be like, on the surface, look like small things, but they are so important to notice, and not many people notice them. So quite often he will tell us about the great bus trip that he took from home to the viaduct, and the great cup of coffee that he had, and the new monarch butterfly that has appeared on his swan plant, or the new nest of birds that have appeared in the garden. And every time we talk to Grandad, we just come away smiling and remembering what's important in life, which is the small things. You don't want to let your life get away from you. And one thing I know about my Grandad is that he loves his life and he's truly happy. And it's a great lesson for all of us that I'm so grateful to have.
We are so sad that we can't be there today, but as soon as COVID is over and we're free to come home, we're going to be on the first flight and we're going to stop as soon as we get there to see Gay and Keith and give you a big hug and tell you how much we've missed you.
Thank you everyone for coming to celebrate our Grandad today. And we love you so much, Grandad. Happy 80th birthday. See you real soon.